We finally made it to Lubbock. We're going to be here all week. We are going to be doing a little bit of a training camp here at my second home with my two coaches from college. I bowled at Texas Tech. We're just going to spend the week. We're going to be working on some stuff. And yeah, other than it being 100 million degrees, it's going to be fun. Momager to remind me that I have a bowling ball in there already. So I'm not out here panicking every 2 seconds trying to find a bowling ball that doesn't exist. This guy stays in here. The Goodwill ball. The infinite physics that we found at Goodwill for what, 20 bucks? Yeah, 20 bucks. See? Still even has a tag on there. So hopefully you can get this plugged up. Be a nice little addition to my game. I'm here for day 2. We're just going to work on some one-step drills and then making sure my posture and I guess my slide-in is working. So I want to be a little bit more stable at the line. I want to have good posture and a decent swing. So today we're just going to be doing one-step drills. Once the ball gets to the top of the swing, I'm going to make sure I push into a slide and make sure that I saw it at the line. So that's all we're going to do today. We're going to do a little bit of one-step drills and walking drills just to get comfortable. Just made it to what, day 3 of the training camp. Yesterday was really good. I think I had a lot of progress. I think I was, hitting all the marks that we were trying to work on. So today we're going to do a lot of the same thing. We're going to be doing one-step drills. We're going to do walking drills. We're going to focus on making sure that my posture stays good. I push into the slide, and I keep my swing nice and loose. Yesterday I was throwing the IQ 78U, and I was coming out of it very forward and very flat, just because it's a house shot and I'm throwing a urethane ball just as straight as I can. So today I've got all of my shiny equipment out, my Phase 5, my Black Widow 2.0, and my old school Recum that I used to love. They're real slick through the front, and one's got a sharp coming off the end. One of them's pretty smooth and round off the end, and the other one barely comes off the end. So my assumption is I'll have to roll it a little bit more today, so I think that's kind of a bonus objective. I want to roll the ball a little bit more today, but I still want to keep making sure that I keep those three things in mind while we're practicing. So I'm also extremely tired, so we're going to see how long we can kind of get through this. Probably about an hour, maybe hour and a half of practice, and then I'm never bowling again. I need to quit turning my left foot to the right and just keep my right hip out extended to the right. I think that's all I gotta do right now. About halfway through practice, my hip isn't quite opening up to the right like I wanted to, so that I can throw the ball right. So I'm kind of having to force it before I start to open, and it actually has helped the last few shots. So we're about halfway through practice. I'm pretty worn out, so we're just going to keep drilling. We're going to work on turning my left hip to the right a little bit before I start, and see if that just helps me, you know, keep my slide direction towards my mark. My last step, I've been struggling with my hip and my foot sliding out to the left instead of continuing straight towards my mark. So we're gonna keep working on it. My posture feels good. Whenever I get my hip turned in, that last step feels good. So hopefully we'll get to throw a couple good shots. Training day number 4. I think yesterday I finally got the feel for my hip, so I think we're gonna try to, I guess, chase that feeling today. Make sure I keep my hip engaged, keep my chest up. Work with Stefan when he wants to come over here and start working with me, and then just make sure I can walk out. now I'm done. Now I'm never bowling again. That felt like a good shot, right? Good shot to finish it off. Training camp's done. 5 days in a row. At the end of camp, I'm really happy with the results that we were able to accomplish there. I'd kind of been struggling for the past 3-4 months, just, you know, executing a good shot. So it was really nice to kind of get out there, kind of get loosened up, kind of find my way back to some of those confident shots that I knew I could throw. You could kind of see that progression from day 1 to day 2 was night and day. And again, it was a blast. So I wanted to thank everybody at Whitewood Lanes, Bill, Monica, and Stefan Wood for letting me host my training camp there, and taking time out of your day to help coach me. And then I wanted to thank everybody there at the Theory versus Skill Pro Shop. I brought in a few bowling balls. I talked your ears off about a million different questions about bowling balls, and you guys have always done good, you know, making sure I had the right equipment. So again, thank you guys. I will post all their stuff below, and hopefully I'll see you guys at the next video. This was a blast, so come join the fun.